Welcome to Brush and Beyond, where we see the world through an artist's eyes and learn to express our own worlds. Hi everyone, welcome back to Brush and Beyond. Today we're going to be making a cartoon drawing inspired by Takashi Murakami.
The materials you will need today are paper, markers, a compass, a Sharpie, and a pencil. The first thing that we're going to do is draw a big circle in the center of our paper. Try and get this circle as big as you can and get it so the edges will fill the entire sheet. Next, I'm going to start drawing my cartoon character. I chose to do Snoopy, but here are some different options that you can choose. If you want, you can also do a self-portrait in a cartoon style, just like Takashi Murakami. To get it as accurate as possible, make sure to use a reference photo from online. Try and draw your cartoon character as big as you can in this circle. You want it to be the main focal point. Now I'm going to take my Sharpie and outline the entire cartoon. Since Snoopy is only black and white, once I'm done outlining, I get to start the background. However, if your cartoon is color, you can always color in everything. Takashi Murakami often created cartoon drawings just like this one in his own style. Great! Now that our cartoon is done, we can start the background, which is the most fun part. Start by drawing a circle big enough to draw a little face in. Now, we're going to divide the circle's outline into 12 different sections. You can do this by drawing two lines coming out from the top, bottom, left, and right of the circle. Now, draw one line in between each of these sections. Takashi Murakami's flowers usually had 12 petals, so if you want to replicate it to be accurate, you can always use this method. Now, we'll connect each of these lines using an arc. These will be our petals. Now, draw a huge smile in the middle of the flower and two eyes. This is one of the best known ways that he draws the faces on his flowers. Now, we're going to repeat this step all over the background in the circle. Make sure to do this in different sizes, and you can add different faces like the ones I'm doing. You can also have the face be cut off to make the illusion that the painting goes on. You can also overlap these flowers by creating a flower and then erasing what shows behind these petals. Here's an example. For the smaller flowers, I chose not to make faces just because when we color an outline, it'll be too hard to make them clear. Try and fill every corner of the background circle. Now we're done with the background tracing. Now, I picked out 12 colors from my markers and made a rainbow. We're going to color one petal with each of these markers. This is one of his most famous styles of flowers. Now that we've done that, go in the mouth with a red marker. Now, take a small black marker and outline everything, as well as fill in the eyes. We've just finished our first flower. Another famous color combination that he often uses is alternating colors. For this flower, I'll color every other petal in and leave the other ones white. This is another really famous style that he uses. Then I'll take a yellow marker and fill in the mouth. Remember to look at the color wheel to figure out what will stand out most. Now I'll take my black marker again and outline everything. I'll show you another style of flower that he often used, which was one solid color. For this, pick a color and fill in every single petal with that color. It's super important here to use your black marker and separate each petal. Now, I'll continue filling in each of the flowers in the background with a different style. For these two flowers, you can see that I'm using two different colors to alternate. You can use one color and then a darker version of that, so blue and then a darker blue, or you can use two totally different colors. So I've jumped a little bit ahead, just filling in all of the flowers, and I'm closing in on my last few. At this point, if you see or feel that any part of your background is missing color, make sure to fill that in by creating the illusion of another small petal or just a few lines and coloring in that shape. So you can see here that in that little white gap, I chose to put a few more petals in. And again, if you feel like anything is missing color, you can always color in the faces or color in some petals. And that's all for our Takashi Murakami cartoon flower drawing. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll stay tuned for more art history and activity videos. Thank you!